The analysts are telling us that there's going to be a change, a sea change in storage within the HPC market.
So one of the things that we've been working on is helping to support what we can do for scaled out storage in the data center environments. A good example of that is our SAS Switch. So that's something that we developed to help support RAID products, host-based RAID and HBAs, to help get the number of drives, the number of enclosures can be supported on host-based systems and have it be a cost-effective way to scale out. So for the SAS Switch, what this is doing is it's allowing us to tie one or more host systems to multiple boxes of JBODs and have that readily available with a SAS end-to-end interface. The SAS Switch uses wide ports, so it's 4 lanes of 6 gigabit per second throughput, 24 gigabit per second per port. That gives you fiber channel-like performance at the cost of SAS. It's not a bottleneck like iSCSI might be. And with the zoning support that we have, where you can have multiple systems with lots amounts of, hundreds, even 1,000 drives attached to it, the capacity is always going up. You need to keep the cost down, but you still need the performance. SAS is where we think that's going to be the best fit for the data center.
Help me out here. How is this stuff actually hooked up?
Well, there's a lot of different ways you can do it, actually. So as an example, when you're trying to do scaled out storage, as you can see with the 2 SAS switches, now this is 16 ports per switch.
Okay.
Now you can do one of 2 things. We have a 1U mount tray that allows you to have 2 of these switches in 1U. So you can either do high availability, which is important, right? So you have multiple paths going to all of your drives, all your boxes, your JBODs here, connecting to your host systems, so that if any one path is not available, it has a second redundant path to get to your data. Very important in a data center. If you're looking at high performance and just scalability, now you have 32 ports of high-speed SAS that you can play with. And the advantage there is that because these plugs are dynamic, you can just add storage as you need to. You can start off with just 2 JBODs, and then as your storage demands increase, you just fill your rack with additional boxes of drives, plug them into the switch, and the host systems that are connected to the switch have access to that data dynamically. You don't have to do a whole lot of reconfigurations. You don't have to take your systems down. The SAS discovery process will see that additional storage and allow you to start using it. Another example is that in the past with the host-based RAID storage is that with external enclosures like this, you'd have to JBOD or cascade the JBODs together. Okay. Well, the challenge to that is that that can introduce single points of failure for the data connections, and it also can be a bottleneck when you have a large amount of JBODs cascaded. They're all going through the first JBODs ports to get to the host system. When you use a SAS switch and you have all the JBODs connected to the switch and then the host system to the switch, it's giving you full 6 gig pipe to each box for the host system to take advantage of. It's a much more robust and high performance way to have multiple boxes of storage shared with even one host system versus cascading.